do you know is a very philosophical question I've been thinking about for the last month and a half. I wanted to talk it out in the show. I want to know what's fun. Because I started thinking, someone said this maybe on one of the podcasts I listened to, that he said the game, The Last of Us, isn't fun. And I started thinking about it. I was like, there might be something to that. Because the game is not fun. The game is like, Nick ruined it by like watching The Last of Us instead of actually playing it, where it's like a...
It's an emotional roller coaster.
It's an emotional roller coaster, that's all we'll say. But I was like...
For some reason I thought you said Outlast.
No. I mean, see...
I feel like that game's not
see?
fun.
So exactly, that's more proof to evidence. So what's fun then?
I would argue that it's what you get out of it. Like, for instance, you take something like The Last of Us, you watch that story, it makes you feel. You enjoy having those feelings. Maybe they're not all happy. Maybe you're not happy in the moment, like, you know, it makes you sad or whatever it makes you feel, or maybe you're scared in the moment because of the gameplay. Like, there's some certain parts in there that I know if I was playing, I'd be freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
But there's, you know, maybe you enjoy that thrill. Maybe you enjoy that challenge. Maybe you enjoy having a story that's that artistic, that emotional. So I think it's really what you take out of it. And that same content might not be fun to someone else, but there's no reason it can't be fun to you, even if the content isn't fun in nature.
What about the fuck's that game? We both played it. It's you played the second part. I didn't play the second part. It's like you make decisions while you're playing.
Heavy Rain.
Oh, Life is Strange?
Yeah. Like that. Like it's the same thing. Like,
That's what I'm saying. So it broke my brain when someone said this to me because I started going through all these games. I'm like, well, that wasn't fun. Like, Call of Duty's fun. We're just running around shooting people. Like,
oh yeah,
nothing better. But it's like, that's dumb and fun. Like, Sea of Thieves is fun. Yeah. It's a fun game. And I don't want to just keep this on video games. I started thinking about like movies,
just content. Yeah,
like anything you enjoy. Like what activities?
Yeah, that like. I don't know, it is weird to think about it like that, but like I think it's just anything that entertains you.
Yeah.
It's like a short term, moment to moment, it's keeping you engaged. Sort of. That's what
Yeah.
I guess, but it's like even like I love horror movies and it's like why? I guess Kevin says
you
that
enjoy
too,
the thrill, you enjoy that heart rate spike.
I feel like it's subjective. Like really,
it really
like,
is subjective.
What is fun to certain people? Like some people could like enjoy like watching tons of like horror movies and stuff, or some people would enjoy like I don't know. Like going to a museum, like something very different. Like I don't know, it just depends on the person and what they're into. I feel
but it never seemed that abstract to me until someone said that, right? Because I never viewed fun as something that's like I like playing video. I just grouped it as playing video games as fun, and I guess it is. Yeah. But
as long as you enjoy it, you're the only person that can say
like,
whether
the game itself
fun
isn't
or not
like that's what broke. Like I said, The Last of Us. That's not fun.
But did you have fun playing it?
At
the end of the day, were you glad that you played it?
Yeah,
you enjoyed
it's fun.
That's fun. I would say that's fun. If you enjoyed it, at the end of the day, you enjoyed it, and you're happy you did it. You're happy you had that experience. I would say that was fun.
I don't know. I guess the way to look at it is basically: is it work or is it fun? Mm-hmm. Like, did you perceive it?
Did you want to do it?
Because I feel like you did not see it as work.
I guess.
Like, do you choose to do it not because you have to, or because you want to?
I think you're trying to apply something that's subjective into an objective measurement. Like you're trying to say, you know, what is fun? Fun's abstract, but it really shouldn't be because you're trying to say that it's abstract for everyone because how do you quantify it, which you can't? It really can only be subjective on a per person basis.
So how do you define fun there?
There's no one size fits all description. It's just,
no, but your fun.
My fun is building oak larders in my kitchen, gaining construction experience in RuneScape. That's fun to me. Right? It's the same monotonous task over and over, but something about the grind. You know, I like the grind. I don't know why I like the grind, but I like the grind. We're playing Fortnite. You know, I like that thrill of getting in the top 5, top 2, top whatever. My heart rate goes to like 140 beats per minute.
Never.
No, I win a bunch. I win a bunch.
Daddy Dub here.
Daddy Dub.
Dub Squad's back.
Get it.
For all the people who've been asking.
Let's get it. I missed my Dub Squad. But or like Rocket League, there's a skill to it, almost kind of like League of Legends gave as well. Like there's that competitive nature to it. So I like different things for different reasons. Like I just gave you 3 different games that I like for 3 different reasons, and not just games like movies, books, any of that stuff. Like stuff that makes me feel, stuff that makes me think. I'm a big fan of both of those. Like if something provides,
that's what I realized, and that's why I kind of wanted to ask you guys is what you guys all thought, because I realized the like center point of that is like things that make me feel, or I guess stories. Like that's why I like in all my games where I don't really play multiplayer games anymore by myself unless it's with you guys. I like all the single player movies, like horror movies. I know you don't like them, Kevin, but I like that they put me like on the edge the whole time. I like being like stressed out almost, which is like
Yeah,
cynical.
see, like I don't. That's not for me.
The
I don't
edge
like
is
that
not a
stuff.
place I would like to be for
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than a short period of time.
Yeah, and like what you said, like things that make you like have to think and shit like that. Like I think that's the reason why like thriller is my favorite like genre of movies, because most of them are like psychological thrillers.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you're
Me
like,
too.
What the fuck just happened?
Like
Yeah,
Inception.
By the end of the
Yeah,
movie,
like
you're
shit
like
like that.
you're exhausted mentally because
Yeah.
they took you in 100 different directions, and you're just
That's why I love Dunkirk, because that was like the most stressed out in a movie I've
yeah.
ever been.
I was literally like I was biting my I was tapping my foot like the entire time. It was freaky.
Yeah, like basically the movies where like you get out of the movies and then like a week later, like it randomly pops in your head and you're still thinking about like
That's why like we're not spoiling Annihilation, but Mike just watched, and I texted him what people say like the movie's a metaphor for, and I didn't find that out till 2 weeks after I saw it, and it kind of like broke my brain. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That's another movie where it was like that wasn't fun. Like I just saw Ready Player One today. That's a fucking fun movie. That's just fun. It's not a great movie, but it's damn fun. Big fan. Christian, how do you define fun for
I
yourself?
don't know. I kind of like just, I don't know, doing things. Like I like performing music. I like a lot.
So you like interactive?
Yeah, stuff that causes like interactive stuff. I used to like really love playing video games. I don't know whatever caused me to stop. But I guess music. I got more into that. But just like stuff that like
Well, the biggest
being-
video games you were probably into too, like rock.
Yeah,
band,
we're
Guitar
music
Hero.
related too. But yeah, just like doing stuff and like having stuff to interact with, and I don't know, like hiking. I've been getting into. That's a lot of fun. But
That's why that's why I like talking about this stuff, because it's like by no means is hiking fun, but like it's like exhausting, but it's cool to see like the sights and everything. I
Yeah,
guess.
Yeah,
once you
yeah.
get to the top, it feels great.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
the
Like
one
the ride's fun.
time I went on a hike.
I guess.
but that's also just your opinion.
Yeah.
Everything's just our opinion.
but
I think
yeah,
that-
once you get to the top, like something like you feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Got to learn to appreciate the journey.
Let me
It's
tell
very-
you. Let
very
me tell you what. The
philosophical.
downward slope on a hike is one of the worst things I've ever done. My knees aren't built for going up or down things. let me just say, hills, slopes.
I might
Not
have
about
a
it.
video that describes fun. A very short video.
Yeah.
I might.
I already know exactly what it is without looking.
Oh
really
yeah.
hope- really hope
It,
it's like a vine or
no,
something.
it clicked for me. I think me and Nick are on the same wavelength, and we'll close out the show with that. Kevin, how was what's fun to you?
I mean, I mean, I enjoy video games, and I enjoy a grind. Much like it's just something where you're working towards something, and there's a clear progression, and there's a clear
Clear progression.
If I do
yeah.
this, I'll obtain that. It's
Yeah, well, I just like how you said like you like the grind, and when you start to think about it, like you could see how each other of us are. And I used to say to Nicole when we were doing psychology stuff that it's interesting how I've seen how like each of us play video games is kind of how we are, and like real life, where like think about how we all play Call of Duty. Like I'm 100 miles an hour in Call
You
of
don't
Duty all the
stop.
time, and like that's kind of how I am. Like I always want to be on to the next thing and shit like that. So I think it's kind of interesting how like your personality gets into video games and how you play them, or what you like about them. I
remember
guess.
trying to like obsessively master the riot shield just to piss people off.
In Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
so you're a troll in real life.
Yeah.
Mike, do you have a video for us
Yes.
queued up? Let me see if it's what I think.
It's not the full one. It's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On-
That's fine.
Classic.
All right, everyone. And that was another episode of the Four Play Podcast. We're back. I realized halfway through that I never even introduced
I know.
ourselves.
I didn't say it because
Yeah.
I figured
It's
I was
too
like,
far
this is
gone.
episode 64.
Yeah.
We should be known by
I
this
think it's
point.
64. Who knows? We had the whole squad here today. I'm Brandon,
Christian.
Nick.
Mike.
My
Kevin.
That's another episode. Subscribe to the channel, please. We're continuing to grow. Somehow we kept growing on our 5-week hiatus, so we appreciate all you guys who've been following and watching. Just make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe on iTunes and Google Play Music and other apps we're on there, which I don't really know how it works, but we appear in different podcast apps, so that's pretty cool.
I just realized
Chili.
dual Rucker shirts.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag
Oh, yeah.
twinning.
Twinning.
What's cooler, the R below or above Rutgers?
I dig the texture I got going on here.
Yeah, no,
It pops
this is
out.
like I think this is like an off-brand and
Rutgers.
it's even like the way it was printed. It's actually off.
Yeah, I see that.
Like the letters aren't even spaced apart evenly.
Oh, true. Yeah, look, if you look at like where his like neckline is, the R.
But look
is
at the
closer.
right seam and the left seam.
Oh, true.
Ooh.
Oh,
foul.
fucking rookie cuck. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see
Now
you
I
next
gotta
week.
look it up.
I actually forgot we were still filming like in that last minute there.
Thank you guys for watching or listening.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Go into the description of this video to like and follow our social media pages.
Bye.